Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you've all been waiting for it. The Glock 43. It's magical. It does magical things. Everyone's been waiting for it. Today we're going to shoot it, try it out, give you our thoughts on it. What do you think, guys?
Well, it's not the first single stack 9mm, but it is the first Glock single stack 9mm, and that's pretty relevant.
Maybe late to the party, but it's at the party.
Let's party.
I'm here to party.
Okay, so the Glock 43 got a lot of time, hundreds of thousands of rounds through Glocks. Really kind of a unique beast. Reminded me right out of the box, first thing I thought was, oh, look at that, a 9mm Glock 42. So, which is essentially what this is. When you stack this against the 380, the 42, very, very similar in size. But it's everything that's quintessentially Glock. So all the controls are identical to everything you've come to know and love in a Glock pistol. You get your 6+1 out of the Glock 43. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before aftermarket gives us some extensions that increase our capacity. But I'm gonna give it a shot. So like I said, I'm an honest-to-God Glock fan. Waited a long time for this. I actually lost my patience and went out and bought a shield. I love that gun too. So really got a lot of rounds for a shield, and see what it compares to when I compare this shield to this Glock 43, about the closest comparison. So kind of excited, gonna put the first shots out of this thing. You know, they came into the shop and we got a grand total of 1 of them. So it's gonna be available for rent on our range, but we just had to make a video with it and give you our thoughts on it. So here we go, the Glock 43. Tell you what, shoots like a Glock. Best thing I can tell you. Recoil impulse is really, really familiar. I didn't find any control issues when I shot the non-extended magazine that first time. Really recoils and fires in the hand. It's that same Glock geometry. It's that same nice low bore axis that you get in any other Glocks. So very, very familiar. Shoots really cleanly. Wasn't really worrying about accuracy, but put decent accurate shots downrange. Probably about 10 yards. So little gun like this, short sight radius, first thing I'd fix would be the Glock sights. Glock ships them through with those placeholders they call sights. I'm sure all the companies out there are going to be putting out some good quality steel sights, night sights, fiber optics, some different options. So Glock 43, now this magazine now, this is the one with the extended controls on it, the little pinky extension on this. Should feel even a little bit more control, but nice flat shooting gun. Real good recoil take up, so the system works, and typical boring Glock reliability. There you have it, first shots out of the 43.
I'm trying out the Glock 43. I've shot the shield before. I never shot the 42. So I'm interested to see how this goes. Or I'm not. That was pretty sweet. Not a lot of recoil. It felt like a Glock.
Feels big enough, it's easy to hit.
Like guys, I wasn't aiming for the target, okay? That's why you didn't hear the ting.
Anyway, I'm going to take my first shots with the Glock 43 and see how that does. Nice and small, feels pretty good. Feels about like the 42. Not bad. The recoil was less than I thought it would be with a gun this size, a 9mm. Definitely a nice little piece. I like it.
Alright, so this is going to be my first take on the Glock 43, and this really gets my blood going. I've been waiting for this gun for a long time, and I'm really excited to see how it works out. So let's shoot the damn thing, huh? dig it. I like it.
Go ahead.
So we'll do a quick size comparison between the Glock 42 380, the new Glock 43 9mm single stack, the M&P 9, the M&P Shield 9mm, and the Springfield XDS 9mm in the 3.3 inch barrel length. So the 43 is not much larger than the 42, but you have the more capable and less expensive 9mm cartridge. It's also a 6+1 round capacity, just like the 42 is. Barrel length on the Glock 43 is 3.39 inches. And a size comparison between the 42 and 43, it's not much. Let's see here. Not too much bigger overall. So, compared to the Shield, the size is not drastically different on either one. The big differences between the Shield and the 43 are going to be that you have the optional manual thumb safety on the Shield. It's available in either 9 or 40, where the Glock 43, of course, with any Glock model, is it's a specific size and a specific caliber. So there is only one single stack Glock 9mm. The only other Glock single stack pistols are going to be the Model 36, which is the slimline subcompact 45, or the Model 42, which is the single stack 380, which is just a little bit smaller than the 43. Compared to the XDS, it's just a little bit lighter. Overall size is very close to the same. Not a lot of difference in size. Of course, the main difference is here. You have the grip safety, as with any of the XDS series. You have the loaded chamber indicator, again, as with any of the XDS series. And the Glock, well, we're all familiar with the features on a Glock as it is. So the Glock 43 features a 3.39 inch barrel, an overall length of 6.26 inches, an overall width of just over an inch, 6 round capacity. 2 magazines come with the Glock 43. One has the little extension on there for your pinky. The other one is just a flat, flush floor plate, but both are 6 round capacity. The weight unloaded is 16.19 ounces. Loaded, it's about 20.5 ounces. The controls are 100% Glock. It has the Generation 4 style wider magazine release button that could be swapped over to be on the other side if you were left-handed. It has a Gen 4 style stippling pattern, but it's not really deep. It's not very aggressive. So a stipple job would probably make this feel really nice to get a little bit more of an aggressive texture. The standard sights are the same as with any other Glock. The slide lock lever, the slide release is the same. The safe action trigger is still a 5.5 pound pull. Takes apart just like any other Glock. Just like with any Gen 4 style Glock, it's got a 2-piece guide rod and 3 separate springs in there. The plunger is like that in the 42. It's not the round type that the larger traditional Glock pistols have. I'm sure the aftermarket will provide extended magazines or extensions to increase capacity or add length to the grip frame, or both. With the Shield, you already have the option of 2 different magazine lengths, one with 1 additional round and adding to the length of the frame. On the XDS 9mm, you currently have 3 different magazines with different capacities. One is going to be flush fit. There's a mid mag that holds 1 additional round and a full length that holds, what, 2 additional rounds? One thing that you'll notice with the Model 43 is they are made in Austria versus the 42 380, which is made in the US. The reason for that is we have import regulations that disallow guns to be manufactured of certain calibers and with certain features and imported into the United States. We can produce this gun here, no problem, but in this configuration it would not be importable to the United States because of a nonsensical point system that the ATF came up with. One other thing that's nice about that is the Glocks in the United States are not going to have exactly the same type of finish on the slide as the Glocks that are made in Austria. Apparently there's some magical chemicals that kill unicorn babies. The word on the street is that the Glocks made in Austria do have a more durable finish than those made in the US because of a chemical that is not allowed to be used here. I don't know all the specifics on that, but that's one thing a lot of shooters have seemed to observe, is that the US-made Glocks do not have as durable of a finish as those made in Austria.
All right, here we go. So we're going to do a little shoot back with the 43. Not something you would normally think of, small carry gun, not something you think of being able to shoot at distance. We're going to see how far back we can get and still get decent hits on this. We're just using a Charlie Bravo Alpha. It really seems stupid to go backwards. An ABC steel zone. We're just going to take our turns and see how far back we get. Predictions, what do you think? How far? How far you go back, Ben? Call it. Call it, Babe Ruth.
35 yards.
Say again?
35.
You're out of your mind. 35 yards. 75 or bust.
I won't get to 75.
We say, Whitney, how far?
Thinking 8.
8 yards?
8 yards.
Yeah. Or 8 fathoms.
80
Yeah.
yards.
What do you say, Ben?
I was going to say about 75.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we got. We're going to start off about 7 yards. Try not to make an embarrassment of myself and be out in the first shot. All right, we got a hit. Who's up?
Close.
Close my white ass. I was right in the middle of the steel.
His was.
Where was mine?
Caught the bottom left-hand corner.
You're out of your mind. Wah, wah,
7
wah,
yards,
wah,
not
wah.
8 yards.
7 yards. I meant 7.
Oh, by the hair of your chinny chin chin. Let's back it up.
Dead center.
All right, here we go. About 20 yards. We'll see. Whew. Yeah, you got it. All right, Brown. What could Brown do for you?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, ain't no 40 yards you out your mind. 30, 35-ish. Tough to tell. We're on a real impromptu range here. All right, here we go. I'm going to try to hold dead center on and we'll see what it does. Oh, right after I pick this tick off myself. Come on, you little bastard. Don't worry, it was a big one. Here we go. Nope.
Champ is dead. 30.
You're aiming dead center?
Yeah, I was aiming dead on. Yeah. There we go. Nice.
Odie was pretty confident from his.
Nope, Bodie's the champ.
All right, like a lot of you have been waiting for this gun for a long, long time, and the fact of the matter is, it's still a Glock. It's reliable, it shoots, it's moderately accurate, feels good in the hands. I like this gun. I thought it was, the recoil was surprising. It was very minimal compared to the size of this gun. Guys, what did you think of it?
I agree.
Yeah, here's what I thought of it. I really went into it wanting to hate it. You know, I'll be frank. I love Glocks. I shoot them in competition. I've carried them in past careers and you know, used them to protect my life. I mean, I'm cool with Glocks, but I was really pissed off at them for ignoring their customers for so many years and not building the gun they wanted. Everyone was asking for. You know, all the single stack 9s were coming out. Everybody knew Glock was capable of it, particularly after the 42 hit. So I really didn't want to like the gun, but I found myself, you know, plain old, like I said, boring Glock reliability. We shot a couple of rounds through it. No snags, no hiccups. It's a great little gun. What do you think, Whitney?
Phil, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh,
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Sorry, but times 5.
I know, times 5. It was great. For a smaller 9mm, there was little to no recoil. It felt nice, felt natural. Still as good as always.
No, I would agree. Definitely, relative to the size and the weight, I expected it to have a little bit more felt recoil, but even with 147s and 124 plus Ps, it was very manageable.
Cool little blaster.
Yep. Hey guys, if you have any questions about the Glock 43, leave them down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.
And that's a wrap.
Roll.